Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Critics Cup. My name's Jacob, and today we're having a look at the brand new LEGO Marvel 2024 Advent Calendar, which is the Spider-Man version. So let's start by cutting the tape seals. Make sure you always cut away from your seals. And we'll take a closer look at it. So I can see here the map there. So we have like a New York City apartment, which is probably Spider-Man's. And you've got a little bit of the street off to the right, and then you've got a nice backdrop through the window with a broken window here where I guess the Green Goblin is going to pop out. So let's have a look and see. I'm not going to go through all the days in order. I'm just going to build all of them so that way you have some sort of surprise so you don't know what's going to come out on each day. But the first day did have a generic Spider-Man. Starting off with the minifigures, we already saw this at the bit earlier on. You get Spider-Man with no door molded legs. Now, they do waste a whole day, like they always do with these Marvel ones, a day on the web pieces or the Power Blast pieces for Iron Man, whoever it may be. Some of them to the builds as you go, so like this one you had to Spider-Man. It does come in a printed pizza box, which makes him a little bit more useful in this day. But yeah, it's just super standard, super generic. He's got the really bad arm printing, which is not very good. Just sticking with the more generic minifigures. So here's Gwen Stacy, aka Ghost Spider or Spider Gwen, whatever you want to call her. She's a cool minifigure, but she's been in so many sets now, like Spider-Man. It's kind of crazy. Hopefully we do get a Spider-Verse variant with the Miles Morales vs. Spot set coming out in January, or maybe in a later set in 2025. We'll have to wait and see. Too crazy, she does have some drumsticks as well, which we'll take a look at the drum set build later. Only two villain minifigures included in this set is the Green Goblin and Venom. Now, it's really disappointing that they could have done like a Santa Claus variant of the Green Goblin, because as you'll see later with his glider build, it's Christmas themed. And he has the Christmas presents in the sack and stuff like that, and he's got a pumpkin bomb. And they don't even give us a printed pumpkin piece, they just give us a normal orange head, which is really a shame. Again, also Venom. I don't know really what you could do with the Christmas version of Venom. I feel like Carnage fits more in with the red aesthetic Christmas theme, and you could do something with. But yeah, Venom's just got a scarf, so you know Brooklyn's going to count that as an exclusive version, even though the red scarf piece is the most common version of that piece. Spinning them around, you can see their back torso print-ins, and the Green Goblin does have an alternate facial expression. Miles Morales is the minifigure with the Christmas jumper this year, because we've had a couple for Spider-Man and Peter Parker, and yeah, we've had a few other characters, but there's so many characters that still deserve to get the Christmas sweaters. It'd just be so much nicer. They went back to what Star Wars used to do, where they used to do a different characters dressed up as Santa Claus with some really cool prints, like Lego torso prints. But here we are, still doing Christmas sweaters for Star Wars and Marvel. I really wish they changed the concept, because it's just getting a bit generic. I mean, it's really hard to tell as well with this one. At first, I thought it was a Lego City Christmas jumper, which I would have been really annoyed at, because they always do exclusive prints. It does come with the green headphones, which are really uncommon. I'm sure will come in quite a few Lego City sets. He comes with a printed smartphone device, you can see there, which I'm also sure is pretty common. But the really cool part is the recolor of the Spider-Ham headpiece in white, with like all the printing as well, like completely done. All that's missing is a minifigure torso, which they could have easily done. Like they could have made a Christmas sweater instead and just given him plain white short legs or something like that. Had a Spider-Ham in a Venom version. I think it's Pork Grind is the character's name. Yeah, so we've had Pork Grind as a recolor in black, and that came in like a blister pack, which was just exclusive to Lego stores. So again, this isn't going to be available very long, because it's an advent calendar. They run from like September to December while stocks last. But what's really cool about this, that I'll do a YouTube short on comparing them all, is we're getting Anti-Venom in January with a Spider-Man mech. So if you buy two of those sets and get an extra Anti-Venom torso, take this headpiece and you can make Anti-Venom Spider-Ham. So you'll have like a Pork Grind Spider-Ham and Anti-Venom Pork Grind, or whatever you want to call him, which is crazy to me that Lego, I don't know if they did this on purpose or intentionally, or they just thought it'd be cool to recolor this piece. I don't know. It's really strange that Lego have done this. Filling them both around the back, now you can see the more exclusive part of the print. So you've got Miles Morales' eyes there with a hat, and then some like music notes, which are related to him because he loves music and stuff. So that's really cool. Back head printing, which is the same headpiece from other sets. So here are all the builds that you get on each day, apart from the web pack. So to start off with, we'll start with one of the coolest builds. So we've got the Green Goblin's glider here, which you can adjust and move up and down on here. So these two parts are 2 separate days, plus the Green Goblin minifigure is his own day. How it's built up, it's really cool. Like, this is what I've been saying, like, I feel like Green Goblin should be in the Christmas theme minifigure, because it would have really tied nicely with the glider. So you've got a little sleigh on the back, so he's carrying the present on the 2 studs. And take the Christmas bag that he has and just pop it on the back like so. Or, as you can see here, we've got 4 extra presents, so you could swap them out, put the other presents on there as well. You have 2 studs, so you could do that if you really wanted to, and have them carrying the Christmas sack. But yeah, really cool build. I really like this one. It's one of the better ones, and I know some people do get annoyed when they do a double day, but sometimes it just adds to a build. These are actually pretty cool. Like, they're little versions of the Spider-Man car sets that you can currently buy. So this is the Morbius Miles Morales car, which is really well done, and you've got the little blue flame even, which is really cool because they used the giant Ninjago piece for the official set. Yeah, really cool little build. And then this is probably one of the worst sets that came out earlier this year. This is the one with the Venomized Green Goblin, which is actually coming out in the magazine very soon. So this set, if you bought that set just for that minifigure, yeah, you can get it in the magazine if you live in countries that sell the magazine. The little mini build is actually better than the official build, to be honest. The official build is just really, like, it's not very good. Stacy minifigure, who pairs up quite nicely with us. You can have her playing the drums with the drumsticks, and you've got this little bit off to the side here. Yeah, and you can see here they are in her colour scheme with the turquoise and bright pink, which is really nice. Yeah, not a bad little build. Goes nicely with this minifigure and just gives me really Spider-Verse vibe. Interior stuff for the apartment. So you've got a little table, and you've got the pizza that comes in the pizza box. And you've got a cookie or cookie dough, I guess you could use it as. But yeah, one of the more boring builds. Computer desk and a chair that just doesn't even have like a piece underneath it to like raise it up or anything. It's in there. But yeah, the computer is actually pretty cool. It's the old classic style computer from the old days, so you definitely know it's Peter Parker's. You've got a really nice printed piece here, which I've not really seen. I'm sure it comes in city sets, but I've not personally seen that myself. You've got the little printed keyboard piece, which they've been using for a long time. After the interior builds, you've got a little fireplace, which they always love to include in an advent calendar. You've got 2 stockings for Venom and Spider-Man. Up with your Venom minifigure, you've got the hot dog stand, which you can place in any Lego city, which I think is not too bad. I do like it when they do these little street builds, because you could just add them to your Lego city, especially because it's superhero themed. It just goes so well. The light and the fire hydrant. So you've got an unprinted red BB-8 piece, which is the most interesting part of this build. Nothing too crazy or special. What I will say though is it would be nice if they added some clips, so you can like connect all the little street builds into like a line or something. It would be really nice, like they sometimes do with Harry Potter advent calendars. We've got this build here, so you do need to open up the web pack if you didn't want to, just to get this web piece, because it goes with this build. And inside you have Peter Parker's backpack hiding away. Kind of reminds me of the PS4 game. But yeah, nothing too crazy, just a little letterbox and a bin with nothing in it. But take the banana peel piece, which they've been including in a ton of sets. It's a really cool rubber piece, really useful. You could just chuck that in there if you wanted to, which would have been cool. We've got some Easter eggs of actual street names, like Baker Street or something like that. Would have been really cool. But alas, it's just plain unprinted street lamps. Want to take a look at this Spider-Man themed candy cane piece with a little wreath on it. A bit random, to be honest. It's the odd build out, in my opinion, out of all the ones here, because you have the 2 cars that go together, and all the street themed stuff kind of makes sense, / the apartment. But yeah, this build just seems a bit of an outlier to me personally. Probably not a too exciting day, but it's actually really cool. So you've got a little present for Spider-Man, and a Mysterio present, where you can see they use gold and the bright pink and the lavender colour to make the Mysterio like in micro scale, and then put the actual fishbowl piece over the top of that with the green base. It looks really cool, so it's paired up really nicely with your Mysterio minifigures if you have any. Sandman themed, so you've got like a little catapult, which could done with like a stronger base, but you just do that. So you've got a little present for Miles Morales and Gwen Stacy in their colour scheme. And there it goes. So they did this for a Hulkbuster. It's a little wind-up toy of the Rhino, but in Christmas colours with the red and gold and white, which is really cool. I really like this build. It's one of my favourites in the advent calendar. You can see you can pose the head up and run in position, like charging away, which is really cool. You can do that. Last day of the Advent calendar is the Christmas tree, which is electro themed, which we still haven't gotten a classic electro minifigure. We have the Amazing Friends female version, but not the classic comic version in this colour scheme yet. We've had a few Jamie Foxx versions and the Ultimate Spider-Man version. But if you take this build, the Green Goblin guy, you have like a Sinister Six theme going on here, which is kind of cool. I really like that Lego actually did that. That is really cool. And then you just get 2 of the villains. So you've got that. So that's kind of like a mini Sinister Six. So you have each day a little build per se. I mean, this isn't like the Venom's not normally with the Sinister Six. He's normally against them, but he has sometimes, I believe, in some iterations, been a part of the team. Everything's set up on the mat. So I've got the more street stuff off to the right and the actual street of the little cardboard cutout. And then you have the interior stuff here. So I've got all the Christmas presents in the back with the Christmas tree, all the apartment stuff around, dotted around. And then there's this little patch of snow here, which kind of fits with the snowman and the candy cane. And then this just kind of completes the street. You've got Venom with a hot dog stand. You have the 2 cars going down the road. And you could maybe, with the smashed windows, have Green Goblin coming through it like that. The Christmas sweater, it's okay, but it's not the greatest. But this is definitely the coolest part. I just wish it was a fully complete minifigure, to be honest, rather than the snowman. I don't know why they didn't just give him a Christmas sweater and some white legs and be done with it. It's really weird. But as I say, when Anti-Venom comes out, you get an extra one of them minifigures when they come out. If it is a minifigure, not a big figure in that sense, you could make a custom Anti-Venom Spider-Ham. So let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comment section. And what do you hope to see for 2025's Advent calendar? Maybe a Fantastic Four themed one would be really cool, but we'll have to wait and see. And I'll see you all in the next video.